Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Nero here. In this video, we're going to talk about the patch notes that is going to be released maybe next week in the global server. They are going to release two new heroes, Sandra Desert Fury and Sandra Flame Weaver, and they are both from the Mauler faction. There's no news yet about Sandra's skills, but they have already released the skill set of Sandra, and we'll talk about it later. Anyways, there are new additions and optimizations as well. They have added Champions of Esperia event, wherein players can acquire rewards by slaying bosses within the Arcane Labyrinth. Event begins on the 16th of the 8th, 2019, but there will be a slight delay on the global server, okay? I think we've had an event like this before, and it's a nice event. Well, every event is nice because an event means more rewards, okay? So I'm really looking forward for this. I hope we can get more faction scrolls or hero scrolls so that we can get more heroes. They have optimized the visuals of the hero story page, added more relics to Arcane Labyrinth and Peaks of Time, optimize several interfaces due to certain parts being too small, thus allowing them to be clicked more easily. And they have also optimized how combat rating numbers are displayed to avoid overly long numbers being displayed. And optimize the icons of the emblem choice chest and for Tusha's emblem chest. Alright, so here are the hero balance changes. Belinda, they have reworked the effects of Brilliance ability. I'm not really sure what they mean by rework, if they have totally changed the skill description or the skill's effect. I'll take a look at that once the update is released. Alright, so they have also optimized the description for Lucius' Blessed Shield ability, noting that he cannot be controlled while using it, and they have adjusted the way damage reduction of Lucius' Blessed Shield ability works in conjunction with gear that also reduces damage, resulting in Blessed Shield no longer completely preventing damage due to its stacking effects. Due to the adjustments made to the stacking mechanics of Lucius' Blessed Shield ability, the degree of its damage reduction effect has been increased from the previous values of 50%, 50%, 60, up to 65, 65, 75% per each respective ability level, so that it is similar in strength to its pre-adjustment state. Alright, so it's just like fixing a bug with the Blessed Shield ability of Lucius. Alright, so also there is a new effect added to the Blessed Shield ability. If Lucius' ultimate ability is ready to be used, he can stop using Blessed Shield and immediately use his ultimate ability. Okay, finally, one of my wishes is granted. Because it's really annoying when you have Lucius' ult ready, but you cannot use it because he's still on defensive position. Alright, I really hope that they do the same with Shamira's Soul Siphon ability. Alright, for Grizzle, they have optimized the description for Shadow Shield, clarifying its targeting rules, and there are no changes with the effects of the ability. For Sophia, if Sophia is interrupted or killed while charging up her Falling Sun ability, the magical orb will still be released from the point that it was charged to. The magical orb for Falling Sun ability will now hit the ground more quickly than before. So I really don't use Sophia that much, so it won't affect my gaming. For Verk, the explosive effect of Verk's Poison Vial ability will now immediately be triggered if an enemy dies while they are still poisoned by the ability. So that's really nice because I also use Verk, so Verk is buffed. Okay, so for Thoran, Retaliation can only be charged up if there are enemy targets within the attack range of Thoran. So the damage for Retaliation will now affect a small area behind Thoran. So this means that Thoran is also buffed. So previously he can only hit targets at his front, now he can also hit targets at his back. We all know that retaliation ability of Thoran really deals a lot of damage and can easily wipe out your team. Now I have more reasons to avoid Thoran in PvP. For Elijah and Lila, they have simplified and shortened the visual effects of Elijah and Lila's ultimate ability when they are portrayed as enemies within the Arcane Labyrinth when they enter the battlefield. For Rosalind, optimize the visuals of Rosalind's character. For Serious, fix a problem that prevented Serious' signature item abilities health restoration effects from being unlocked at level plus 10 as stated, which weren't actually unlocked until higher level. Number 11, last but not the least, visual changes have been made to several of the following heroes after they have reached Legendary Ascension tier. Okay, so almost appearance now changes once having reached the Legendary Ascension tier, as well as Tassie, Vert, and Namisu. As we all know, when heroes reach Legendary tier, their appearance change, just like Brutus. If you notice, when your Brutus reaches Legendary Ascension tier, his sword will become red. Previously, it's only gray. Okay. Anyways, let's talk about the new hero, Antandra. So here is Antandra, the Desert Fury. Okay. So based on her appearance, she looks like a tank. Okay. But let's take a look at her ability first. Alright. So her ultimate skill is Fury Strike. Antandra unleashes a multi-stage attack on an enemy target with the final blow knocking them backwards and dealing 220 damage to them. Ability raises Antandra's health regeneration by 100% for 7 seconds. Alright, that's nice. So this ability will also prioritize the enemy marked by Antandra's Mark of the Wild. Okay, so based on that first skill that we have read, it looks like she's like Savius because she's got regeneration ability. Alright, so this is her second skill, Mark of the Wild. Antandra attacks an enemy for 200% damage, imprinting her mark upon them for 6 seconds. While marked, Antandra will convert 30% of any damage the enemy receive into health. Okay, that's really nice. Imagine how much health will be restored if you couple this with her ultimate ability, which raises her health restoration for 100%, and you put Kazos in your team. Alright, that's a lot of life leech. So that's really nice. Okay, so her third skill, Piercing Assault. After the first 8 seconds of the battle, Antandra throws her spear at the distant enemy, dealing 200% damage to them and all other enemies that the spear penetrates. Antandra then appears in front of the target enemy and continues to assault them. This ability cannot be dodged or interrupted. Okay, so this skill made me think that she's not a strength-based hero or a tank hero. I think she's an assassin, and she's an agility-based hero. I really love these kind of skills wherein you can target a specific hero at the enemy's backline, just like Athalia, Sylvina, and Nara's skill. Okay, now we've got Antandra on the list. This is really nice, and the thing is, this ability cannot be interrupted or dodged, so that's really nice. Okay, so that will be her edge. And last but not the least, her fourth skill, Knockdown. Antandra uses her spear to swipe at any enemies in her immediate vicinity, knocking them down and inflicting 200% damage upon them. Antandra is able to recover 25% of her max health for every enemy that is knocked down. So, wow, that's really nice. If you think about it, if she hits 4 heroes, then that's 100% of health restored. Alright, so now I really cannot think if she's an agility based hero or a tank, but this skill is really good. So overall, I think this new hero is really great, especially her skill set. Okay, anyway, we can always see that all the new heroes has good skill sets, but we cannot really say if they are good or not until we test them. Alright, so that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. See you in the next video, guys. Peace.